performed, man. She played at a very high level. She had 21 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. She was shooting phenomenal from three. Paige put up a good fight, but ultimately her team just fell short, man. With all of that being said, I've been waiting for this press conference to come out because this is one of the ones that I really wanted to see. And I'm telling you right now, Paige Bueckers did not hold back on Caitlin Clark or this team, bro. With all that being said, let's check out what they said at the conclusion of this.
The recent basketball encounter between two rising stars showcased exceptional talent from both players, though Caitlin Clark emerged as the superior performer. Clark's squad secured victory with a commanding 102-83 final tally, demonstrating that the Indiana Fever remains a formidable contender with championship potential. Meanwhile, Paige Bueckers continues facing adjustment challenges during her time in Dallas, where her team holds an even 6-6 standing and struggles to find consistency in their performance.
All that being said, let's check out what they said at the conclusion of this game. And y'all already know. Roll the footage.
Problem solved. Fiverr's got talented freelancers for anything we need.
Yeah! The team kept growing their business with Fiverr.
Defense, and us not getting back, maybe crashing too many, or just not having two people back, rushing up to the ball instead of getting back. And then just on this.
Despite the loss, Bueckers delivered an impressive individual showing. She contributed 21 points, distributed 4 assists, and grabbed 4 rebounds while displaying excellent accuracy from beyond the arc. Bueckers fought valiantly throughout the contest, but her teammates couldn't provide adequate support to secure the win. The highly anticipated post-game media session provided insight into both players' perspectives on the matchup. Following the conclusion of the contest, team representatives addressed various aspects of their performance. Discussion centered on defensive breakdowns and transition coverage issues that plagued their execution. The coaching staff emphasized problems with getting players back in position defensively, with too many players crashing offensive rebounds instead of maintaining proper court balance. Poor shot selection and careless turnovers also contributed to easy scoring opportunities for their opponents.
Yeah, just on missed shots and on turnovers, they just got easy offense.
Paige, I know you've been asked a lot about it, but now you finally play a game against Kate.
We're two competitors who just want to win, who have grown up to be playing against each other, playing with each other. So it's great, and the environment's great here. I feel like every game's a sellout. So
When questioned about facing Clark directly, Bueckers acknowledged their competitive relationship built through years of playing both against and alongside each other. She praised the venue's atmosphere, noting how sold-out crowds create significant home court benefits for the hosting team. The environment clearly favored the home squad throughout the evening. Regarding Clark's recent injury concerns, Bueckers expressed genuine sympathy without having direct personal communication with her opponent. She recognized Clark's strong support system and exceptional work habits, while sending positive thoughts for a speedy recovery. Bueckers emphasized that nobody wishes harm upon fellow competitors in the league.
So they have a great home court advantage. So overall, yeah, great environment.
Paige, have you talked to Caitlin at all? She went through some of the injury stuff. The chance to see if you talked to her, offer any support or anything like that?
No, I haven't talked to her personally, but I know she's got a great team around her. She works extremely hard. She has great work ethic, sending prayers. We don't wish injury upon anyone. So just wishing her speedy recovery. But no, I didn't reach out personally.
Paige, it felt like the first meeting against the Fever, they were trapping you.
The defensive approach remained consistent between their previous meetings, with heavy pressure and double-team tactics applied regularly. Bueckers acknowledged room for improvement in ball handling, while emphasizing the importance of making correct decisions when facing defensive traps. Creating advantages through proper reads against double coverage became a focal point of discussion. The Fever's defensive strategy of bringing multiple defenders to the ball creates numerical advantages elsewhere on the court, leading to 4-on-3 situations that skilled teams can exploit. Ball screens represent a crucial component of Dallas's offensive system, requiring careful timing and execution to maximize effectiveness. Understanding when to utilize screens versus creating individual space through movement becomes essential for offensive success.
Trapping you a lot. Today, you were still able to be efficient and get your points. How do you feel like they kind of guard you maybe differently this time compared to the first game?
I feel a lot in the same. I still feel like I could have taken care of the ball better. But two, just making the right read out of the trap, out of them sending a double and then playing to that advantage. So more the same.
Now, what are the challenges that the Fever defense kind of poses when they are blitzing? 'Cause
Natasha Howard's impressive first-half performance, featuring 3 consecutive scoring possessions, highlighted her value within the Fever's offensive framework. Her constant movement, cutting ability, and screen-setting skills make her a perfect complement to her teammates. Howard's presence in the paint and around the rim creates additional pressure for opposing defenses to manage. Several turnovers resulted from Clark's anticipation and basketball intelligence as she successfully intercepted passes by reading offensive patterns. Her ability to disrupt passing lanes and create difficult catching situations for opponents demonstrates her defensive awareness and court vision.
kind of poses when they are blitzing? 'Cause
Just bringing two to the ball, which then creates a advantage for us on the backside playing 4 against 3. So just ball screens are a huge part of our offense, though, and a huge part of what I like to play off of. So just reading that, when to use a ball screen, when not to use a ball screen, when to just get out in space, and either do pitch and catch and touches, to try to alleviate that.
Being coach Natasha Howard for that stretch there.
Beyond transition scoring, the Fever's physical approach significantly impacted the game's flow. Their aggressive style disrupted Dallas's screen setting and offensive rhythm, making it difficult for players to reach their preferred positions. This physicality affected the Wings' continuity and forced them out of their comfort zone throughout extended periods. The defensive struggles extended beyond individual possessions, with rim protection and overall team defense requiring improvement. Transition defense emerged as a primary concern, with recurring breakdowns that need addressing before returning home. The team recognized these issues and committed to finding solutions through practice and preparation.
There in the first half, where she kind of got going, I think she had 3 straight possessions of the bucket. Just what is it about her and the way that they utilize her within that offense that makes her so dangerous?
Yeah, I mean, she's just constantly moving, cutting off the ball, good separator in ball screens, and so she just is a good complement to everyone they have on the floor with her cutting and her movement and the pressure she puts on the paint and the rim.
Paige, I think a few of the turnovers that the full turnovers today, I think a few of them were picked off by
Leadership qualities became apparent during difficult moments, with emphasis on preventing small deficits from becoming insurmountable leads. The second quarter highlighted areas where better communication and defensive accountability could have changed the game's trajectory. Building a successful program requires patience and persistence through challenging periods. Championship teams consistently discuss the adversity they overcame during their journey, making current struggles part of the natural development process. Staying committed to daily fundamentals and maintaining team unity through difficult times represents the foundation for future success. Results may not immediately reflect the work being done, but the process remains unchanged.
Paige. I think a few of the turnovers that the full turnovers today, I think a few of them were picked off by Caitlin. Was there anything in particular that you saw maybe that she was kind of a step ahead, or it kind of seemed like she was jumping the passing into times?
Yeah. I mean, you answered it. She was just, she's just very smart basketball player. So she'll get out and deny passing lanes. I'm gonna make catches difficult. But yeah.
Chris, besides the transition point in regard to second quarter, is there anything else that you kind of notice?
Individual shooting struggles affected some players who hadn't competed recently, with rust showing in their shooting touch. The physical nature of professional basketball requires constant adaptation as opponents study tendencies and apply pressure to disrupt comfort zones. Finding balance between working hard for position and maintaining energy efficiency becomes crucial for sustained performance. Leadership extends beyond scoring statistics, encompassing effort, attitude, and example setting regardless of personal performance. Players who maintain their intensity and focus despite shooting difficulties demonstrate the mental toughness required for team success. These qualities often prove more valuable than individual statistics in building winning cultures.
Let's be completely honest. There's always questions. The travel is kind of a little bit questionable at the minute, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I've also had some really bad health complications the last year, so I don't know if going cross continent for a short trip is is going to do me any good. Like, the last thing I want to do is get sick again. You guys remember me over the winter when steroids, being pumped up on steroids, Mick.
The season series now stands at 0-2 against the Fever, setting up an intriguing third meeting at American Airlines Center in Dallas. This upcoming contest represents an opportunity to defend home court and demonstrate growth from previous encounters. The motivation to even the series adds extra significance to the anticipated matchup. Protecting home court becomes a priority while showcasing team identity and values to the Dallas community. The upcoming relocation adds importance to making positive impressions on fans and establishing strong connections with the local fan base. However, fundamental preparation and attention to detail remain the primary focus regardless of external circumstances.
Mick ballooned out to like 240. Like, I'm down, like closing up to 200 now. Like, I'm after getting myself healthy, so don't want to get myself sick again, and flights kind of do it. But I'll be in Toronto. I promise you guys this, I'll be in Toronto. There's no excuse for me not to be in Toronto next year. And there's also no excuse if Caitlin plays for Team USA for me to not be in Germany. There's no excuse for me to not. I'm not going to be maybe at the first game or two for the World Cup. If she's
The commitment to daily improvement and small details will determine future success more than any single game result. Another opportunity against the same opponent provides a chance to apply lessons learned and demonstrate progress. The team's hunger for redemption should translate into increased focus and preparation for the next encounter. Irish supporters made an extraordinary journey of 4,000 miles to witness Caitlin Clark's exceptional performance against Paige Bueckers. The dedication shown by these fans has sparked considerable discussion online, with many questioning why certain prominent figures haven't attended games throughout the season.
Or two for the World Cup. If she is playing. However, if she does play in the World Cup, I'm at one of my good friends' weddings. I'm gonna go. I'm a lot closer to Germany at that wedding than I am to in Ireland right now. So I'll just, instead of going back from Ireland, go straight from the wedding to the World Cup. But this is positive. Would be cool watching basketball in the morning. They were exaggerating by 4 and 5.
These dedicated supporters wake at 4 a.m. in Ireland to catch the action, though the actual game times typically fall around midnight to 2 a.m. local time rather than the early morning hours some claim. The commitment required to follow these games from overseas demonstrates the global reach of women's basketball. One notable Irish basketball commentator has faced repeated social media mentions regarding attendance expectations. The original plan included attending All-Star Weekend, but several factors have complicated travel arrangements. Health concerns have played a significant role in decision-making, particularly after experiencing serious medical issues over the past year. Previous steroid treatments had caused significant weight gain, ballooning to 240 pounds, though recent efforts have brought that down closer to 200.
They were exaggerating by 4 and 5. These games start like midnight, 2 a.m. It's not fun. It's 10 a.m. Cali, man. It is not fun. It is not fun. It's normal since last year. Great to see in person. That's dedication. And 100%, and I'm like 99% sure I used to go to basketball camps with the person on the right. If I'm wrong, I could be wrong. I am 99% sure. We were kids, so
The focus remains on maintaining good health rather than risking illness through extensive travel. Long-distance flights present particular challenges for recovery and wellness. However, firm commitments have been made for future attendance, specifically promising to be present in Toronto next year without exception. International competitions present another opportunity with plans to attend games in Germany if Clark represents Team USA. A wedding celebration coincidentally places the commentator closer to Germany than Ireland, making attendance at World Cup matches more feasible logistically. The time difference creates challenging viewing conditions for Irish fans. Games beginning at 10 p.m. California time translate to very late night or early morning hours in Ireland, making the viewing experience far from ideal. Despite these obstacles, the dedication shown by traveling fans remains remarkable.
So, I think that is someone from the sunny southeast. I'm not going to give anything more than that, but like that person, it was a lot more dedication than them because I live a 5-minute drive from the airport, so it's a lot less of a commitment for me than living a 2 hour drive from the airport as well, on top of everything. But yeah, it is crazy, and it's good to see people flying from across the world. People from flying all over the world, like, to see these games. And
Recognition was given to fans who appeared at the game, with speculation that one attendee might be someone from previous basketball camps during childhood years in the southeastern region. The commitment shown by these travelers exceeds that of local supporters, given the additional challenges of living hours away from airports before even beginning international travel. The game itself provided excellent entertainment value for those who made the journey. Spectators witnessed the Indiana Fever playing at an incredibly fast pace, delivering an exciting contest that justified the enormous travel investment. Previous attendance at finals games had provided memorable moments, including witnessing clutch shots and game-winning plays courtside. The global appeal of Clark's performances has drawn fans from unexpected locations. Indianapolis might not typically attract international tourists traveling 4,000 miles, but Clark's presence has changed that dynamic entirely. The reverse scenario, Americans traveling to Dublin specifically for sports, would be equally uncommon, highlighting the unique draw of this particular player.
like to see these games, and I'd love to go see a Fever game at some stage. I think it would be absolutely class. I think it would be absolutely class to go see a Fever game at some stage, but it'll happen. It'll happen. Like, I know a lot of people are obviously not expecting me to have gone this year, and I would have loved to have gone. I really did think I was going to go. I really did plan on going to an Indiana Fever game this year, but at the end of the day, look, it's a...
Fan interactions and autograph opportunities add value to the travel experience, though the primary motivation remains watching elite basketball performance. The dedication shown by international supporters reflects the growing global interest in women's basketball, particularly around certain standout players. Future attendance promises include specific commitments for Toronto games, with ticket price considerations playing a role in planning. The expectation is that circumstances will stabilize over the coming year, potentially allowing for multiple game attendance rather than the current year's complete absence.
But at the end of the day, look, it is what it is. It is what it is, and I'm glad that these people got to see a hell of a game. They got to see the Indiana Fever playing at breakneck speed. They got to see a very, very fun Indiana Fever game. And again, when you're traveling that much across the world, that far across the world, you hope to see something. You hope to see something. And like, as you can see here, Chubby Mick.
The travel logistics for international fans involve considerable time investment. The journey includes several hours driving to airports, extended security processing times, lengthy flights lasting around 10 hours, plus additional time for airport procedures upon arrival. The total travel time approaches a full day each direction, representing serious commitment from overseas supporters. Current circumstances have prevented attendance at any games this season, despite original intentions and desires to experience Fever games in person. The combination of health considerations, travel complexities, and timing issues has created barriers that couldn't be overcome this year.
Chubby Mick is there. I got to see Courtney Williams' dad when I went to the finals last year. I got to see this shot, man. I got to see this shot courtside. I got to see the game winner, Sabrina Ionescu. That is what we thought was the dagger. That is what we thought was the dagger. This was the game winner. This was the game winner. We saw missed 3 of 20 herself, Sabrina Ionescu, right before she went 1 of 19, hit a crazy shot.
Looking ahead, concrete plans are taking shape for future attendance. As soon as fixture schedules are released for international competitions, flight bookings and hotel reservations will be made immediately. The commitment to attend either Toronto regular season games or German World Cup matches represents a firm promise to supporters who have expressed expectations. The discussion surrounding fan travel and attendance expectations reflects the broader conversation about global basketball fandom. The dedication shown by international travelers sets a high standard for engagement, while practical considerations around health logistics and timing create real challenges for consistent attendance.